This is the Warden Brawler Tank Build Guide. I'm going to teach you the item build, how and why that these items are the best, and why we get them at certain points in the game, how Warden works, how his skills work, what kind of combos he can do, how his weapon works too. There's a very interesting thing with that. And a full game with live commentary, not cherry-picked. I'm just going to join a match and commentate what I'm doing it, how I'm doing it, and why I'm doing it as I play the game. Let's get into it. So the build, if you want access to this on your game client, click the Browse Builds button right here at the top, and then click the Public tab, type in the word Swole and push Enter, and you'll see the Swole Benji YT Brawler Tank Warden Build Guide. Go ahead and click that heart button, and then it will show up under your favorites. You can click this. It has all the items you need to buy from left to right, top to bottom, with a few exceptions. And then also it has an ability, kind of skill order, upgrade order thing that will prompt you as you play the game what skills to learn first and what skills to upgrade first. And with that said, let's get into these items. So very early game, you don't need to buy too many green items first because, well, you're not going to be hurt as soon as the game starts. After the first two waves, you'll be able to get basic magazine. Also, you can technically maybe get it first wave if you kill steal everything the enemy has too, but whatever. Anyway, the point is that basic magazine is going to give you more ammo and way more weapon damage so that you can finish off creep waves faster, you can harass the enemy with your bullets faster. It's just a great first buy. Now, because Warden has very little sustain or defensives early game, we go extra health. Out of all the green items we get, out of all the items we get, this gives us the most bonus health. It also gives us weapon damage, allowing us to farm faster. Then we go close quarters for that weapon damage, and at this point, bullet shield health. This is more effective health than any other buy. Then we have high velocity mag, because you're going to need this for last hitting and also securing souls and denying the enemy. You absolutely have to have this on Warden, otherwise you'll get full denied consistently. You have to buy this. It sucks that you have to buy this, but it gives you good damage and bullet shield health, so it's more effective health. Then we have extra stamina. This lets you chase enemies. This lets you disengage or dodge skill shots without having to worry too much. It gives us fire rate, which we don't really. 6% is nothing right now. It will add up later though. The bonus health is also nice to have. Extra spirit. Again, we're mostly just getting this right now for the bonus health, just for lane sustain. And then we have sprint boots, and this is more movement speed. We have the bonus base health. The weapon damage you're not going to really feel. Now your first buy is going to be Quicksilver Reload. This is going to help you push the creep wave into the enemy's tower and also defend your own tower from your creep wave being pushed in. With Quicksilver Reload, you can basically just continuously shoot, and we're going to be binding this to Alchemical Flask. So when you cast Alchemical Flask, it will reload your weapon, give you that fire rate bonus, and your Alchemical Flask is your early game harass, so it gives you more damage. Then we go Cold Front. This is mostly for spirit resist, but this helps you jungle faster early on. This helps you emergency clear a creep wave if there's like a big creep wave pushed in and it's on your tower and the enemies are trying to take your tower. You cast this, it's going to knock out those creep waves. It's going to, kill them. You have to secure the souls yourself, but it's better than losing the tower early game. Then we go Titanic Magazine. Now you can take on the whole creep wave without reloading. You can just mag dump into the enemy without reloading. And with Quicksilver Reload, it's even doubly more powerful. It also gives us nice resistance and damage. This is a must-have. It's way too good for the price. Then we go Alchemical Fire. This is for jungling. This is for pushing back creep waves. This is for if you're a solo lane, because we're a solo queue player. I make my videos for solo players, not sweaty people that have teams in a Discord, and they have friends that they play with. No. As a solo player, you will almost always eventually run into a 1v2 situation because everyone that plays on the enemy team is always a pre-made in a Discord. So you're going to get 1v2'd in your lane, and your tower's going to get pushed in. This will help prevent and stall that out. This also, if you push the enemy's tower in, this helps melt the tower so much faster. But it's also mainly for jungling, and it's also really good because spirit power, weapon damage, bullet shield health. All these things are stuff we need early on right now. Then we go with bullet armor. This is for tankiness, especially if you're laning against a Haze, because at this point, Haze is going to be super dangerous. She can just left-click and kill you. She doesn't even need to ult you. Her power is going to scale that quickly, and you have to get bullet armor, otherwise you just die. Next up is Enduring Speed, because we're going to be moving around the map at this point, running around. We need that movement speed boost. Then we have Fortitude. We're also buying this for the movement speed boost, but also so we don't have to retreat to the fountain to heal up. Superior Stamina and Point Blank are for stamina. Superior stamina gives us spirit power, which we need, and it also gives us the extra stamina, the yada yada yada. But being able to double jump, triple jump, etc. is very nice. And with point blank, that's also another stamina, also bullet resist, and huge damage with slowing potential if we get close, which we will always be close later on. So this is huge. But now with this stamina, you can now split push, and you can push into enemy spirit walkers. And when the enemy collapses on you, you just leave. You just leave. Unless they also have superior stamina, or they're an Infernus, or, like a Paradox and a Wraith duo, you're not getting caught. Pristine Emblem is just the upgrade from High Velocity Mag here. It gives us more damage, a lot more damage, actually, especially when the enemies are above 50% health. It gives us Spirit Power and Resist. Surge of Power, we're going to bind this also to Alchemical Flask. And this is mainly so late game we can chase people without slowing down while we shoot, which is super important in PvP engagements. Other than that, it just gives us a move speed boost. We can just cast Alchemical Flask, which is a very short cooldown later on, and so we just use that for the move speed. Then we go Improved Spirit, because the Spirit Power that this gives you, it scales with our weapon. I know that sounds weird, but Warden's weapon, you get fire rate with Spirit Power. This gives us sprint speed, bonus health, it makes us tankier. This is a very cheap buy at this point in the game. Then we go Mystic Vulnerability into Escalating Exposure, and this is a huge damage boost to our ultimate, so when we do start team fighting or hunting down solo enemies that are, caught off guard in their jungle or overextended, this secures the kill. Then we go into Mystic Reverb, which this is not much of a damage boost. It gives us nice resist and range, though. This lifesteal ain't a big deal, but it's the 40% movement slow. Whenever you ult in and you start engaging someone, you can hold them down in your ultimate's range with Mystic Reverb. It's the main reason we buy this. We also desperately need Spirit Resist on most of our gear. As Warden, you're going to be in the thick of things, and you're going to take so much spirit damage, and our skill, Willpower, doesn't give us enough Spirit Shield anyway. We're basically an anti-mage at this point. Also, with just Mystic Reverb, with this build at this point, you can kill everyone on the map unless they're hyper-farmed, or they're Infernus. Infernus can still kind of get away, but not a lot of Infernuses are very good at getting away, and you can chase them down with your superior stamina, point blank, and Mystic Reverb. You're going to hold people down and kill them. That's what, at this point in the game, it's a huge tempo to have Mystic Reverb. You're going to have this 30 minutes into the match. Everyone's going to be dead. 20 minutes if you're doing amazingly well, which you will with this build. Torment Pulse, at this point, you might not have the flex slots for this, so you need to sell Cold Front. At this point, Torment Pulse is a much higher DPS increase due to our spirit scaling when you jungle and when you engage in PvP fights. So it's just better. But if you do have the flex slots, keep Cold Front as long as possible and buy Torment Pulse. Now, next up is Spirit Armor into Improved Bullet Armor and Improved Spirit Armor. If you don't have the flex slots, sell Cold Front, because it gives you 10 Spirit Resist, and buy Spirit Armor, which gives you 20. At this point, Cold Front is not very useful. You can sometimes one-shot some jungle mobs and deal some damage to enemy heroes, but we already have our slow here. We don't need another slow, and we need Spirit Resist. Like, we are thirsting for Spirit Resist. But you're going to finish up your Bullet Armor and Spirit Armor. This makes you insanely hyper-tanky. Then we finish up Boundless Spirit, which gives you way more Spirit Power. It gives us bonus health, weapon damage, sprint speed, everything we need. After that, your fourth flex slot is just Duration Extender and Superior Duration, which you will put on Last Stand so that your ultimate lasts longer. Now, you may think, why not put it on Binding Word or blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you put on Binding Word, you get 0.2 seconds longer binding than if you don't. If you put it on Last Stand, you get 4 extra pulses, which, at max build, you're going to be hitting for about 400 on everything in front of you. So that is 1,600 additional damage just for putting this bad boy in your ultimate, okay? So that's why it goes there. Then super late game, you're going to sell Alchemical Fire and you're going to buy Frenzy, because this gives you bonus ammo, damage. It makes you bullet tanky when you're about to die. It gives you huge move speed for chase and fire rate, which we don't really need at this point. Your fire rate's going to be so high it doesn't matter. Then you're going to sell Point Blank, that's this one with the +1 stamina and bullet resist for Lucky Shot. So we lose a bit of tankiness, but we gain a huge amount of damage, and also we have better slow on our shots. So again, this is a huge damage boost. Then after that, we're going to sell Quicksilver Reload, because at this point, you're going to have so much ammo anyway. You're going to have like 80 bullets, especially if you've been jungling, you might have more than that. And we're going to sell it for Refresher. Now, the thing with the Refresher is, let's say you use this, and it's on a long-ass cooldown. You can sell Refresher and buy something like Soul Rebirth, and then after you've used Soul Rebirth and it's on cooldown, you can sell it and then buy Refresher again. Like, you can just kind of flip-flop between the two. But essentially, this is like 1 hour into the game and the game is still not over kind of situations where you have like 2 disconnects on your team and you're desperately trying to carry the team. You almost will, like, the game usually ends by the time you get Mystic Reverb. It's over. You hold enemies down, they die, you push objectives, you win. You almost never need to go this far, right? And you're already tanky anyway. But in case the game does drag on, I have this little area here for you so that you can continuously scale your power. Now, let's go over skill order. The very first skill you're going to learn is Alchemical Flask. This is your lane harass. It's got a short cooldown. You're going to spam this at the enemy hero every time it's off cooldown. That's all you do with it. The second thing that you learn is Binding Word. This is also lane harass. This forces the enemy to run away from the lane, and at low elo, you'll catch people. At mid to high elo, you're not going to catch anyone with this. You're simply using this to make them run away, and as they run away, you can hit them with some bullets. That's all it's good for. If the enemy overextends or decides to waste all their stamina for some reason rolling at you, yeah, you cast this, and then they're stuck, and then you headshot them while they're held in place, and they die. It's a free win if you get the grab. If not, it's fine. It's also really good in duo lanes. Now, the third thing you're going to learn is Willpower, and this gives you Spirit Shield health. You just pop this every time you're about to eat a skill shot or engage on the enemy, and it just gives you that bonus Spirit Shield health. This is why we don't itemize for Spirit Shield health early. All right, this is one of the only characters in the game that you can just skip Spirit Shield health early because of this skill. And then finally, you learn Last Stand, which is your ultimate. Now, upgrade order. We're going to upgrade Alchemical Flask twice for the plus 50 damage. After that, we're going to fully upgrade Last Stand for the cooldown reduction, the unstoppable, and the damage bonus. Now, at your second upgrade of Last Stand is when you can do the large jungle camps, which spawn at 8 minutes into the match. You might not have the second upgrade at 8 minutes, but if you do, you can definitely just go do the large jungle. Also, this thing is really great because at plus 70 DPS, you lifesteal all of that back. And if you're really low on health, you can go to a medium jungle or like the large underground jungle, and you can just ult them and get a full heal without having to run back to the fountain to heal. All right, so we're maxing this first, okay? But we put 2 points in Alchemical Flask. We max this first. Afterwards, we max out Alchemical Flask. So you want to be able to spam this. It also gives a huge debuff and applies the 35% fire rate slow. This lets you brawl with bullet carries like Paradox and Wraith and Haze, okay? It also nerfs their damage as a default. That's why we use it. I'm going to talk more about the skills later as what they do, but it's nice to max this second. And then we max out Willpower. We just max it out. And finally, we max out Binding Word because everyone's going to avoid this. We're not built for holding people into this with like knockdown or anything silly like that. Those are wasted item slots. They don't let us farm as fast. And you can't cast this on jungle or creep wave, so there's no point. But late game and late team fights, you will be grabbing people with this, and you just delete them once they're grabbed, because you're going to deal bonus bullet damage, and your bullet damage and your attack speed is going to scale by then, so that's why we max this last. It's not useful early game to max out. We max out everything based on efficiency and tempo. So let's go over how this character works. So Warden's weapon is called the Freedom's Cost, and freedom ain't free. I just got to say that. But it has a nice, long damage fall-off range. Now, it is a projectile-based weapon. You can see that there is bullet drop whenever I shoot at this water tower. At the tippy top, you can see it has quite a bit of drop. We're going to be fixing this very early with our first few buys. High-velocity mag fixes a lot of that. It also makes our magazine much higher. And you can see now the bullet drop, it's still there, but it's not as bad, especially early on. We're able to creep farm with this. You can harass the enemy. Now, we don't shoot fast. Early game, we shoot slow as hell. It's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's so damn slow. But, as fate would have it, currently in this patch, Warden's weapons scale with Spirit Power. You see this little star icon with the up arrow here on the fire rate and bullets per second? Well, when we get Spirit Power, that goes up, and our fire rate goes up. For instance, let's just say I bought Boundless Spirit. Well, now I have 24% free fire rate, which is not something Boundless Spirit gives you. That's just free fire rate. Here's the difference, right? So it's not much, but interesting enough, and I don't know if this is entirely mathematically accurate. The fire rate bonus that you get from Spirit is not, like, as you, let's say you made a build and you stacked fire rate. Well, every time you stack fire rate, you're not getting the full bonus. Like, I got 22% there and, 14% there, blah, blah, blah. After you stack up your fire rate enough, it no longer, you don't get the full benefit from the item. You get partial benefit. But because fire rate is stacking from Spirit Power, that does not apply to items with fire rate on it. So, and on one of our early buys, we get Quicksilver Reload, which increases our fire rate by, okay, hold on, I'm reading that wrong. Yeah, 15% fire rate. Then, very early on, we also get Surge of Power. It's still pretty early on. That's another 10% fire rate. So we're getting 25% fire rate. Let's just go ahead and build out here to what we have so far. With the Spirit Power we have a 28% base fire rate. And then when we cast Alchemical Flask, our fire rate is now 53%. So now we got now we're starting to shoot, right? And then as you build out more items here, which, let me get the flex slots unlocked. There we go. And, yeah, so this is about mid-game into late game when you can start, basically winning the whole match. Our fire rate is 51% base, so this is the base. And then when I use Alchemical Flask, now it's 76%, okay? But when we get our superpower item, Boundless Spirit here, and then our final item, duration, superior duration, our base fire rate is 69. Ooh, 69. And then it jumps to 79 with, hold on, I didn't Quicksilver Reload because I had full health. So let's try that again, okay? So we're going to well, I need to get no cooldown. Alright, so also let me max these out and then max out our level. So our base is 69, 6.75 bullets. Then whenever we Quicksilver Reload, we're at 94 fire rate. So we shoot really, really, really fast, right? It's pretty damn nuts. We go from 69 to 94 fire rate, which is really awesome. It's that's how his weapon works, and it does a lot of damage. It also does a lot of damage from distance. You're going to be able to kill creep waves insanely fast. If you can land headshots on the enemy hero, you will bully them out of lane. And because we buy so many early 500, 1,250, and 3,000 items, we are a powerhouse the entire game. And that is, again, everything is really roundabout, and we're super tanky. We have lots of HP. We're hard to kill. We have a lifesteal ability that is 100% lifesteal. On very low, everything is on low cooldowns. We hold enemies in place. We run them down. We run super duper fast. Like, our run speed right now is 19 meters a second with this build. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty crazy. And then if you have Frenzy going, you're going to be running at 22, 23 if you're in danger. There's just so many things with this character, right? But I'm mainly just talking about the weapon right now. And while a lot of people think his weapon sucks, his weapon is very good due to the Spirit scaling on fire rate. And again, early game, you're going to still chunk the enemy with headshots. Very good, and you have plenty of ammo to make mistakes and miss your shots, and even like jungling with your weapon is very fast. Now, I'm at full build, so these things just absolutely melt, right? And this is without debuffing them at all. But even early game, your weapon is going to chunk down the jungle creeps super duper quickly to the point where you're going to outfarm nearly everyone on the map, but a really good Infernus or Haze. So your first skill is Alchemical Flask. It looks like this. You throw like a purple jar, and it splashes and hits enemies. This thing also slows them. It makes them deal less weapon damage. And with full build, you slow even longer. You also debuff them for quite a while, basically the whole fight. With your first upgrade, what you're going to get at the start of the game anyway, when you hit an enemy, they lose a stamina, okay? So that means most enemies have 3 stamina. People like McGinnis only have 2 stamina. So if you throw this at them and they just rolled, they have no stamina. So you hit them with your Binding Word, and that's gonna grab them, and they can't roll out of the way in time to escape it. So they're basically stuck in place, and then you just headshot them down. And in later game, even in late game against a bullet carry like Haze or Paradox or whoever, you hit them with Alchemical Flask, their weapon damage is lower, they're at max upgrade. This gives a 35% fire rate slow. So they're going to be shooting very, very slow, especially if your team is with you and they've also debuffed them. Like if you got a Kelvin on your team with a frost beam and you hit this, no one's shooting anymore. They're just done. They can't shoot. I mean, they can, but it's like doop, 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 and you're not going to take any damage from that, no matter how much they stack bullet carry items, okay? So Alchemical Flask is huge. It's also a very low cooldown, and you can chunk this constantly at the enemy in lane. Now, it's pretty heavy, so you can't, like, from downtown it or anything, but you can arc this. You can throw it directly in their face if they're close. You can also use this to farm the creep wave. I don't know why you would. It's kind of wasted on the creeps, but it does okay damage. It's not the biggest. If you build pure spirit power, this thing at most hits for like 500 something, which is a waste of spirit power items. That's why we build gun hybrid tank instead. But yeah, Alchemical Flask, you'd basically just cast this when it's off cooldown. Now, with your items, with a Quicksilver Reload, this is your reload button. This is your instant reload button. And yeah, you will be using this properly timed against jungle creeps. But also, it's your Surge of Power. So, when you're chasing someone, you cast this, you have increased run speed, and your run speed does not go down whenever you are shooting. Now, it went down because my Torment Pulse hit the enemy there, but yeah, you use this to maintain your run speed, which I didn't cast it there because it was still on cooldown, but you use it to maintain your run speed while shooting enemies. Alright, that's how that works. So yeah, that is Alchemical Flask. Willpower is your second ability. This gives you Spirit Shield. Right now I have no Spirit Shield. Now I have 1,160 at full build. Now, not at full build, you'll have maybe 150, you know, on your first cast. So, oh no, the enemy Geist is about to bomb me. You push 2. That's your Willpower spell. And you block it, essentially. But it also, when upgraded, gives you move speed. And it also has lower cooldown later on. And at maximum rank, it gives you plus 200 Spirit Shield, and it also scales with your Spirit Power. As you can see, at full build, we're getting 1,160 from this bad boy. So that's 1,160 health when in a team fight. It's nuts. It's also pretty low cooldown, in my opinion, I think. So, pretty good stuff. And the way you play, like, I'm going to teach you in just a little bit how to play Warden when you engage an enemy. And you're basically just pianoing all your buttons and then shooting the enemy. It's really like smooth brain gameplay. You don't have to put a lot of thought into your abilities. You just mash the buttons when they're off cooldown while you shoot the enemy and they die. It's a real smooth brain way to play, but it works so amazingly well. So again, I just pop this every time I'm fighting an enemy, every time it's off cooldown with no thought whatsoever. But also, while you're roaming around the map, because we have Surge of Power and Alchemical Flask, the way you do this is you push 2, you jump, you push 1, and now we're running at 19 movement speed a second. Until we, you know, we hit with Torment Pulse, okay? But otherwise, we're running at 19 movement speed a second, and when you have Frenzy, you'll be running at 22 to 23. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty crazy. All right, which is faster than riding the rails, by the way. But yeah, that is Willpower. Our third skill is Binding Word, and we mostly just use this to make the enemy retreat in lane early game. It has a pretty good cast range. You just cast it on the enemy, and they have a little claw machine thing that grabs them. And if it does grab them, you'll see that their health bar will pop up on your screen, which means you successfully grabbed them. But while they're held down, when it's upgraded, you deal 20% bonus bullet damage to them. And also because they can't move, they can still crouch. So you should always aim for headshots when you've got someone grabbed. So right now I headshot for 236, but when they're grabbed, it is 283. So it's a nice little bonus. Now, if I shoot someone in the chest, I deal 149. And then when they are grabbed, instead of 149, and again, this is not at, okay, there you go, 149, they're grabbed, and now it's, well, still 149, so maybe I have to, why is that not working? Okay, oh, for 6 seconds, we've been doing 149 with the grab, so without it, it's 123, so it's only like 20 per bullet. It does add up a little bit, but, you know, with resist, you're dealing 10 bonus damage, essentially. Binding Word is in late game, you're just pianoing your buttons, and you're going to be sticking to people and slowing them anyway, so even though that they're slowed, and you've knocked out their stamina with the Alchemical Flask, they might be able to still roll out of it, but it really depends on their build and who you're fighting, like an Infernus or a Pocket or any elusive hero with movement skills, they can just get out of this, but in a hectic team fight, you know, 6-on-6 brawl, you cast this on somebody, they're just going to keep shooting whoever they're focused on, and before you know it, oops, they're grabbed, oops, now you're headshotting them, and then they're dead. right? And, you know, that's just without any kind of combo. But our full combo is something like this. We drop down on them with Last Stand. We roll into them. And I didn't have my cooldowns ready, so let me do another take here, guys, okay? Let's do a second take, right? Take 2. This time we have the cooldowns. But we're going to basically try to drop down on top of them kind of like this. And then we just piano all of our buttons, and then we shoot them in the head. And now that they're grabbed, when we shoot them in the head, yeah, we're dealing a good amount of damage while they're being drained, while they're taking spirit damage. And so, yeah, we just delete whoever we decide we want to delete. But yeah, Binding Word also, if someone is running away, like if you want to kind of be a mid-engagement, if you're backdooring the enemy and they've already burned all of their sprints getting away from your teammate and you pop out from the side and you Binding Word them, they just don't leave. They don't get to escape after that. It's also nice to cast on slow flyers to hold them in place as well. It's just something you cast and it deals damage. Like even if you grab them with it, it deals damage. Now at 1,331, but that's at 20 stacks of, you know, exposure. What is the damn skill called? Escalating exposure. I always want to, my brain says masculating exposure. I don't know why, but yeah, so you deal lots of damage. So that's at 20 stacks. At no stacks, you still hurt them pretty good, right? And there we go. That's 659 damage. You know, 50%, you know, resist would be 300 something. So it's still a nice little damage nuke that just goes off over time. So Last Stand is our ultimate, and this is the range on it. It's a frontal cone, just like this. When the enemy is in the cone, you will deal pulse damage. And with our full build, you will slow them and start stacking, escalating exposure. Man, I still can't remember that name. Holy crap. So yeah, it's not something that you want to cast while you're on the ground, preferably, but while you cast it, you have unstoppable status, so you can't be crowd controlled or stopped. Also, you get bullet resist. So right now we're at 58 bullet resist, 69 spirit resist. When you cast this, we're at 79 bullet resist, okay? So, and with all of the stamina that we have and all of our movement speed that we have, no one's getting away from you. You're going to be able to chase them down and run them down while you're slowing them, while you're dealing damage, and all the damage you deal is getting life stolen back to you. Now, in mid-high elo, every single person ever builds Heal Bane and Toxic Bullets against you. So you can't rely on the life steal to keep you alive, especially in a team fight or a 1vx situation. But you almost always want to try to approach from the sky when you're casting this, because as you cast it, you keep your momentum. So if I do like a roll jump off the building and cast it, I'm moving forward while I'm channeling it, and then I can shoot the enemy, you know, piano my abilities, and continue firing on them while holding them down and slowing them. So if you want to see how effective the slow is on this, let's look at the running guy here. So this guy's going to run back and forth, and we're going to slow him with our spell. So look how slow he is. He's not running away. We have more stamina than him, most likely. And yeah, it's just really, really good stuff. So yeah, there you go. Pretty neat. Also, they recently nerfed Mystic Reverb so that there is a delay on when you can re-hit the slow again. So you don't get as much slow anymore, but it's still worth buying. It's still a huge damage increase, and the slow is absolutely worth it, because if you jump into the middle of a team fight, you're dealing ridiculous damage with this. It's so disruptive. It's also, the enemy is naturally scared of this. They don't like to fight you when you're in this stance, so you will basically, you have a fear effect on the player itself, to the point where they just try to run the hell away from you. But they can't run from you because you took their stamina, you're holding them down, you're faster than them, and you're slowing them down. So Warden is by far one of the best characters in the game, even better than Viscous, to run someone down with. And so with this build guide, the way I have it set up is that you always have better tempo than everyone else on the map, and as long as you're jungling and killing creep waves, you will have more farm than nearly everyone else on the map. And so what happens is you get a 10k souls lead, and you just, oh, there's someone down this lane. Okay, and then you just do this. You do a rolling jump at them, which I failed to do. Let's do another take on that, okay? I messed up. Let's wait for the Last Stand to wear out. So again, what you do is you do a rolling jump at them, like, hello, friend. And then now they're running, they're panicking, they're shitting their pants. You're going to continuously roll jump at them, right? Just like this. And then when you finally have them held down, you Alchemical Flask. You Alchemical Fire is the item skill here. And because they're held down in Binding Word, they're burning from Alchemical Fire. And because they're in Alchemical Fire, they take bonus damage from your weapon. You're going to melt everybody with it. You melt everybody. Everybody. Let's say there's a haze. And you have a little bit of farm on her. She doesn't have farm on you. If she has like 10k over you, you die. That's haze. Okay, but if you don't, and the haze doesn't sleep, ult you, silence you, that's the only way haze wins, is if she gets the opener. But if you get the opener, guess what? Boom, you dump all your stuff on her, haze sleeps you, your ult's still going, she's clawed down, your torment pulse is going, you know, your alchemical fire is going, she's affected by alchemical flask, and then she ults you, well, she's dead. She is full dead, you're still alive, you're tanky as hell, and she's not hitting you nearly as hard as other players would due to alchemical flask's effects. So, yeah, you can kill the haze as long as she doesn't open on you. But guess what? Let's say the haze does. Let's say the haze is behind me, she sleep daggers me, she silences me, and she starts ultimating. Well, we still have enough health pool and enough tankiness that we just roll jump away. We just roll jump away outside of her ult range, and then we turn around, okay, we turn the hell around, and then we ult on her, and we re-engage. You know, we re-ult on her, our stamina's a little low, we spam our abilities, and then she's dead. And she's gonna have to sleep dagger you again, and then run the hell away. You might not kill her, but you're not gonna die. Okay, so, yeah, there you go. And yes, her sleep dagger does take away 1 stamina. So what? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 7 stamina. That's more than she's gonna have, okay? Unless she's building a weird stamina build, and if she does, she doesn't have the damage or the inhibitor or anything else that's gonna deal with you. So you basically win the engagement. Yes, I am basing this a lot on fighting Haze. Haze being the strongest bullet carry in the game. So if you can kill the strongest character in the game, you don't have anything to fear from anybody. Now, I will also special mention 7. If 7 is built in a specific way and he ultimates, and then you ultimate and you start shooting him, you will stalemate. And eventually he will kill you because his ultimate is longer than yours. So if you notice a very tanky 7 with lots of lifesteal is ulting, you can't do anything about that, but you can leave safely. Alright, so this build, it keeps you safe. You can run down just about anybody. You can 1v1 anybody, basically. You're a very huge threat, and you're going to capitalize on the fact that you're roaming in the enemy jungles. You're going to capitalize on the fact that you are just swarming around the map, killing anyone out of position. And in a team fight, you deal tremendous damage, and as you're like the team's tank, too. So if you die first after blowing your load on the enemy with all of your skills, you did your job. That's all you can do in the line of duty as Warden, okay guys? Let's get to the live gameplay commentary. Alright, this is the live commentary part of this video. This is why this video is so long. I've got a 3-hour nap. I'm groggy as hell. I'm super tired, man. I have no warm-up game at all in 24 hours, so this is my first game, and old monitors from 2010, 60 hertz, lots of ghosting. My aim really sucks. Let's do this. Let's go. I'm in a solo queue. I don't know anyone here. And my lane partner is McGinnis. I am against a Wraith and Ivy. I'm going to put Alchemical Flask as my first skill. And we're just going to focus on farming right now. And I got denied there. Let's throw the Flask. This person is way overextended. And again, our bullets hurt, okay? We hurt the enemy, right? But again, just focus on getting those last hits, getting those secures. And right now it's a little rough because we don't have items. Early game Warden is very rough. I'm going to retreat, and wow, that whipped around the signpost. I'm going to hug the heal minion a lot, like all lane phase. I'm just going to hug the heal minion, try to get some denies, try to get those last hits. And you can see here, it is a duo lane, which is a lot easier to deal with. Second ability is number 3 here. That is Binding Word. So if they get up close, I'm going to cast Binding Word on them. But I don't need to run at them and cast it unless I want them to run away like this. That'll make her run. And then I can like throw an Alchemical Flask and do nothing with that. I'm going to upgrade Alchemical Flask. That's my first upgrade. And again, we don't want to take too many hits here. We just want to focus on farming. Don't worry about killing the enemy right now. Also, try to get those denies. Again, I have not had a warm-up game. And that's, I can't believe that didn't get denied. But yeah, Alchemy Flask, every single time it's off cooldown on the enemy. And I'm standing in Ivy's vines, yikes. Again, hug that heal minion and give them a kiss on their forehead. That way you can continuously heal. It's not a big heal, but you want to heal if you can. How did I not get that denied? What the hell? What the hell, game? That's unfair. So there we go. We landed the Flask on Ivy. And again, on a solo lane, you're going to be way bigger of a bully. Way bigger of a bully. So we have 2 buys right now. A lot of our buys are 500. So just buy as you can. And yes, there is a cat crying in the background. She wants me to watch her exercise. I know. Weird cat. But, and again, we can start kind of maybe pelting the Ivy here on the bridge. Because they're on the bridge, they're a little harder to hit. But we can maybe lob a grenade. Or not a grenade, but a Flask. You can see we shoot for 20, right? But we're just going to focus on, again, getting those last hits and getting our early buys. Because we snowball with those early buys. Our third ability is Willpower. Every time Ivy shoots us with her Ivy crap, her Kudzu Bomb is the name, we're going to just push 2 and absorb it, or try to. And there we go, we got to deny it. So there we go, we're absorbing. Let's try to hit them with the Flask. There we go, we landed a Flask hit. So they're half HP, I'm full HP. I have another buy I could have did, but I'm gonna push up a bit. Try to, you know, pelt them with bullets just a bit. They're gonna back. And you can see I dealt 30 damage in like 3 hits there. None of them headshots. Alright, let's just push the lane a bit. There we go. Throw another Flask. There we go. We landed it on the Wraith. And look, we're dealing damage to the Wraith. We're just shooting her, we're pelting her with bullets. If she doesn't have sustain, we can just, you know, keep this up. There we go. We landed another Flask. And again, these Flasks, at the second upgrade, it's a huge damage boost. So it's going to start chunking. And here we go. Now we have the second upgrade for Flask. And now if we land a Flask, let's see if we land it. Ooh, that should have hit. That was so close. Right? And again, I can force her to go back. Like, she used the stamina to roll up to that. So I made her go back, and now I can throw a Flask at her. And, ooh, they kind of got close there. But yeah, again, we can just kind of poke our heads out, throwing Flasks whenever necessary. But remember, focus on farm. Farm is king right now, okay? And again, there we go. Big damage. 115 now. Yes. We love to see it. Get those denies. We don't have our high capacity, our high, whatchamacallit. I need to go get that. Damn it. You know what? I'm 8 away from my next buy, so I don't need to back yet. So yeah, there we go. That's going to get denied, whatever. It should get denied. It didn't. I don't know why it didn't. But yeah, let's get a high velocity mag. We also have extra stamina, so we can be a little more elusive now. And I'm still running pretty slow. Like, my move speed sucks right now. It's awful. Let's lob one, see if we land it. Yeah, we did. Oh man. So right now we can just trade. Just trade with the Wraith there. I did 200 damage to her. She did about 100. I'm at my heal minion. I'm hydrated. I'm safe. I'm warm. Air conditioner's on. And if they get aggressive, we grab them like this. Just grab them. There we go. There's the Flask. Oh, you almost got grabbed there. If she did, that's a huge punish. You know, again, continue last hitting. Continue farming the creep wave. We have our ultimate. And if we ult in on them, it won't do much. They also have their ultimates, and we don't want to get Wraith ulted. Not right now. Let's just lob a Flask. Ooh, big land. That Ivy's near death. So yeah, we can just start hitting her. She has to back. So we forced her back. I can push up on this, right? I don't know where the Wraith is, but I can push up on these creeps. And there we go. We're basically pushing the lane out. Yes, I got denied there. I know. There we go. Land an alchemy flask. See, if I push in on this could be bad. I don't know where she went. Did she go around this way? There's no way she did. It's too risk. Yeah, so she backed. She backed on that. It's fine. Let's see if we can land that. Nope. Okay. Again, just throw it when it's off cooldown. And we're going to start upgrading our ultimate now. She's pushing in. I don't like that, so I'm going to take cover. That doesn't do anything, right? She wasted her ult on me. Yeah, it did some damage, so what? We get our next two buys. Boom and boom. There we go. Now we have some move speed. And I want to hug the heal minion, which is right there. There we go. He's spinning. Did a little spin. A little courtesy spin. Alright. And again, just throw those flasks. I missed, sadly. It's fine. Alright. And again, you know, they're back full healed because they backed a few times. We're actually losing the lane on farm because we're a little aggressive. So we should be focusing more on farm. Let's see if I can get a high lob here. Just kind of threw that out at nothing. That's fine. Don't beat yourself up if you're not landing your stuff. But yeah, with that high velocity mag, we can now land some more last hits and get some more denies, which I haven't been doing. Again, no warm-up game. Oh. Yeah, okay, you're pushing in for... You have no... That's 4 stamina rolls. Alright. So she bought extra stam? Or she just has 4 by default? Oh, you're standing still, Ivy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, they have to avoid... They have to play dance around the flasks, right? Get that. Oh, come on. I should have landed that hit, that shot. Get that deny. Get that last hit. And they're going to try to punish me here. So, again, she's flying, I think. Is she bullet? She's building bullet stuff. Okay, that's fine. We get Quicksilver reload soon. Very soon here. And, again, get those denies. How did I not get that? Let's get this one. There we go. Just had to focus up a little bit. Get that one. There we go. Again, just get those denies, get those last hits. And there's Kudzu Bomb. Alright, so now we have Quicksilver reload. We put that on Alchemical Flask. Now we can shoot, we can like mag dump on them if we want, right? I can just start mag dumping, 140 there, 210, 281, and then just Alchemy Flask and keep mag dumping. And ooh, I mean, you can see that's about 25% of her health in one little engagement, right? So again, we can be way more aggressive now. And I'm just gonna melee that. Yeah, I just ate that. I didn't push 2. I'm not awake enough. It's Alchemy Flask. Get the Ivy, start shooting. She's gonna stone form. I'm just gonna reload. And again, I don't try so much to kill them. We're more about maxing out our farming efficiency here. And we're about to get cold, what was it? Cold fronts. Cold fronts is next. Very good. Good item to get. See if we land a flask. No, almost. The Ivy kind of dodged it towards it, right? That's fine. If I get low on health, I can go ultimate a jungle. See if we can land that flask. No, still missed it. And again, I'm missing a lot of my shots here. So we have a 7 coming in. That's fine. So, well, it's not. It's fine for me because I have that extra stam. Oh, lagging a bit. What the hell? Why am I spinning? What is happening? I don't know. I'm going to ult. I don't know what's going on. The game lagged or something. So, okay, because I died before my ult finished channeling, it didn't take the cooldown. I don't know what that was. Like, is my internet being crappy or something? I don't know. Why did I spin in place and... It's a weird glitch. Okay, so I'm going to blame that on the glitch and not me not having a warm-up game. But it is what it is. It's fine. Okay, we're going to get cold. I'm actually very behind. I'm only at 5k. I should be at 7k by now, but I'm not. So I'm letting you know that I'm not playing good. And, you know, that's a good thing. It's an okay thing to not be good because I don't want to cherry-pick my videos and show you some super easy matchup against new players or cherry-pick footage where I do super amazing. I want to show you the reality of the build and how just following this build will allow you to get results. And you're going to see later on in this video, you're going to see, I promise you, all right? I promise you that, you know, we're going to be top farmer, maybe, okay? We're going to be getting lots of kills, and we're just going to be zooming around the map, living a easy Deadlock life, okay? But right now, let's get cold front. There we go. And let's start blasting some jungle mobs here. And so, there we go. Kill that, and we can just shoot this down. Again, that's an easy jungle done. Now, I can go ult a big jungle right now, but I don't want to leave the lane because the lane is too juicy. I don't have... Okay, let's push 2 on that. There we go. Throw a flask out. We did land a hit. But, again, they're pretty fed up at this point. And, yeah, she's got... No resist, actually. She just has a lot of health. Alright. So, the flask harass won't do much. I can actually force her back here with that. There we go. Is that going to... No, it almost grabbed her. Very close. Very close. The gun Ivy is just weird to me. It's not a support Ivy. Alright. Alright. Throw a flask out. We didn't hit, but, you know, we still do pretty good damage here, but Ivy's technically a heal. Also, what is my McGinnis doing right now? Oh, I'm getting focused on with bullets here. So we're just going to back out of that and just chill a bit. Our next buy is Alchemy... I'm sorry, it's Titanic Mag. Then Alchemy Fire. See if we can land a flask. Nope, okay. But again, we can still get these last hits. We can still secure and prevent them from pushing into the tower. Alright, where's the heal minion? There it is. Give me a little puff of your heal juice. Look at that, we got a double hit on the flask that time. If I get that denied, there we go. Get that denied, failed. Get that one, failed. Fine. So, oh no, they're pushing into the tower. Just cast your cold front. And yeah, they're gonna go nuts. I'm actually gonna defensive ult here and see what I can do. Probably nothing. But yeah, we can just roll into them. Oh, she's gonna teleport away. I didn't need to ult there, actually, at all. I didn't even get a good benefit from the lifesteal. I just figured, let's be aggressive for a bit, push them back. Just a tiny amount, you know, get some farm in. Go ahead and get denied there, because why not? Also, McGinnis is chasing Ivy, which usually never ends well. Alright. So, again, we're behind, and we're not jungling, and we're still in lane phase at 12 minutes in, which sucks. That's just life right now. That's just how it is. That's just how the lane's going, okay? Eventually, someone on our team or someone on their team is going to bail them out, and then we can go into roam phase. But we're just going to stick it out. We're just going to chill. And I can't jungle right now because the lane is being pushed. If I can push their lane enough, which I can. If I can. Oh, they got Tesla bullets. Okay. We're going to have to push 2 more often when we get shot at. Ooh, we landed a jar, dude. That's big. It's actually pretty big. Look at the... Oh, she's so low. She is very low, right? I don't know why I pushed 2 there. We both threw our skill shot thingies. Okay, so the lane's pushing a bit. I could try for kills here, but it's kind of pointless. Alright, she's walling them. I guess that means let's push tower then. So we can do that, especially with Quicksilver reload. And again, they're going to push in. They're going to start ulting. I don't want to be there. There's the ult. Let's cast Cold Front. Try to push them back with this grab. I am very low HP. I'm probably dead here. Oh, yeah, we're juking. Yeah, okay. So it's stupid to be aggressive. Just work on your farming. But, oh, there's a... What was that, a Lash came in? Yes, I have died twice. Okay, I'm 0 and 2. So what? It's fine, alright? Because Lash is in the lane now, I could technically safely go jungle. I don't need to push the lane. I don't need to win the tower. If Lash wants to soak, you know, then that's fine. We are more than happy to go jungle, alright? So, that's also yellow lane. There's no one in yellow lane. I think Lash is... Yeah, I'm just gonna absorb yellow lane then. Now I have my own little solo lane because Lash left it, I guess. So yeah, we can just farm here. There's a 7 who's kind of monitoring this, but that's okay. Because we can just sit here and safely farm. I don't need to secure those kills because there's no one here to deny me. So, there we go. Some free kills there. We can push up a bit. We have, you know, extra stamina, so we can get away from 7. Yeah, we just need to farm up. And what happened in green lane? There's 3 now. Yes, so they're going to take green lane. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to patrol the whole damn map anyway. Alright, so I've pushed up. I could finish the tower in yellow, but I don't have the stamina. I would surely die if they rotated to me, so I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm just going to jungle, and we're going to get... We have Titanic Mag unlocked now, or we can go buy it, rather. And there we go. Get those perma buffs. We don't really have the roam speed, though, to hyper speed jungle, but it's fine. We can also do the big camp, which we're near. So I'm going to clear towards that. There we go. We got our next upgrade. Our ultimate is fully upgraded now, by the way. Alright, go ahead and just break this guy. Kill this one. And then yellow is ready to be, you know, counter-farmed, I guess, or defended, because there is an Ivy here. There we go. And again, we can just cast Cold Front if there was too many stacked up, which there isn't. There we go. We Quicksilver reload that. Easy farm. Lots of farm for us. We're at 11k. We're not the top farmer yet, but we will be. We're working on it. We're getting there. We're at 5.2k. If this lane was hyper pushed, I could farm the big jungles on the left here with our ultimate. But yeah, let's just keep farming. And again, we don't have to back for Titanic Mag just yet. If we get 6k, we can double buy, which is really nice. And we're only risking 500 right now. Now we can also do some mid jungle here, which green lane's being pushed in a bit. So let's go to that. How is McGinnis doing? She's mostly full HP. There's a secret shop here, so try to just get her to run away, right? That's all we're doing. Just have her back up a little bit so we can get our 6k here. There we go. That should be 6k. If not, there's a crate. There we go. We got it. All right, that's 2 buys. And yeah, they're pushing blue lane. It's fine. And Alchemical Fire is for defending your lanes, but if the lane's already taken, then it's whatever. Just don't worry about it, right? Yeah, in this case, this is just free farm, so we're getting shot by the dynamo. I'm not too worried about the dynamo. He's just gonna harass us a bit. It's totally fine. But yeah, with these items, let's go jungle. And yes, oh, you should be using your ult on your team fight. No, I shouldn't. I'm gonna use my ult on these guys because the money is worth it, okay? And there we go. Alright, so that's 1 down, 2, and 3. So, there we go. Big jungle camp done. And that's more money. It's all about the farm speed. We have to farm as much and as fast as possible. It looks like they got green lane, and that's okay. Right now, you can see they have a kill. They're up 6 kills over us, but we're only down 2,000 souls, and that is only going to get crazier, or rather, I'm gonna be able to outfarm them basically right now. So there we go. I'm at 14k. The Vindicta's at 14k. They have 2 15ks on their team, which is fine. My team is attempting to do earn, whatever you want to call it. I don't know why. There's a 7 over here, but that's fine. We're just gonna, again, just clear the farm camps here real quick, clear the mobs. And I could try to intercept into this jar fight, which there's clearly a set, like, they're just waiting for her. So this is stupid. This is a dumb move. I don't even have an ultimate right now, so I just fed. I should be dead here. But maybe not. Maybe I'm not dead. Okay, there's 7. He's gonna stun me now. Maybe. Where's the stun? We're just gonna absorb with our 2. He's gonna chase me. There's the stun. I really just want to do a rolling jump, but maybe I can get around this corner and ult. This is a defensive ult because they're gonna chase. No, they didn't chase. Okay, whatever. I wasted my ult. Fine. It's better safe than sorry. All right, but I can still stay and farm this. I have Alchemical Fire and Alchemy Flask, so there we go. And I can just shoot the creep wave. So there we go. Got a little bit of money out of it. I know I'm doing absolutely terrible right now. I'm doing super terrible. No warm-up games. 2-hour nap, guys. Yeah, it's brutal. But hey, we got some buys here. We got bullet armor and enduring speed. Now we can roam a little bit faster, and we can also farm some purple jungle here. Again, we're gonna farm up. We're 19 minutes in. I would like to be at 20k by now, but sadly, that's just not how it's going. But with any other build, you would be way more behind than this. You have to admit, okay? So again, we're just gonna go ahead and just kill these super duper quick. There we go. So that's 1 jungle camp down. Get the perma buffs. Always, always, always get the perma buffs. I'm gonna alchemy flask these guys, shoot them down, and they will die super quick. All right. Then we can push purple lane. We have ultimate up soon, so we can do that jungle camp if we push purple good enough. There's a lot going on in blue lane, which means they can rotate and kill me, especially if they're ESP hacking and they know I'm jungling. There's just a lot of, like, risky things to do here, but we're gonna do it anyway because it's gonna get our farm, you know, better. We're better off if we do it. So there we go, and we're just gonna, again, we're farming up. We're farming up to be good boys. There we go. Go ahead and shoot these guys, and got them. All right. Now we could push purple. It looks like they killed the Spirit Walker, the creep wave. That's fine. Yeah, we can go ahead and go here now. And again, they're all in blue. Oh, you should get the blue lane and teamfight. No, I need to farm. I need to farm. I am still behind. And so, again, that's why we're farming. And again, we don't need our ultimate to kill these, but it's slower. And it's all about speed. So, let's go ahead and bust a bottle on them, punch them. And again, that's why our items are itemized exactly this way, so that we can farm as efficiently and as fast as possible. Alright, so I'm at 19k now. So you can see that I'm nearly caught up to the enemies who are, you know, they have more money because of objectives, for one. But, yeah. I could steal their jungle, I could steal their big camp. No, there's a Shiv, so we're just not going to bother. Because the Shiv will hear us, and then he's going to kill us. If he's even killing. He's 5-1, so he's definitely a killer. But, alright, we have 5k? About 5k souls now? We're risking 1.5k, but we're not in the middle of the map jungling. We're just kind of on the sides right now, so we're fine. And we don't even have our stamina, so we shouldn't even be split pushing yet. But once we do have that stamina, also, can I please get up here in this window? Wow. Like, again, no warm-up games. You'd be doing just as bad. Shut up, right? But you're going to see. Again, I promise you, we're going to dominate this game. I mean, I'm already the dominating force on the team right now. Just look at my farm, right, compared to everyone else. And yes, I did path this wrong. I know, I don't care. It's fine. Totally fine. Alright. Yellow lane is going to get farmed here in just a bit after this. And we're going to get some more of our buys. Go ahead and just kill these. And I know we're still shooting kind of slow. Don't worry, that's about to speed up. We're gonna make that pretty fast here in just a bit. Let's see. Where is everyone on the map? They're defending green. They're pushing down green. That's fine. No, we can do one more wave. We can do another wave. Even though there's like this weird solo guy. He's like lagging by. He's like, where did my team go? Talking about the candlestick creep mob, okay? Let's just full fronted. I want to go back and do a buy. Alright. So, because purple lane, look at purple lane, I'm going to use my booster here. Again, there's a team fight, don't give a shit. Who cares? It's all about that farm right now. We got to get farmed up. And then we're going to buy those two. And then we're going to farm up on purple here. You see, it's all perfectly timed. It's all kind of dump your spells onto the enemy and shoot them. And there we go. Good stuff. Alright. And we're about to get our next buy. And then we'll have the stamina to just roam all over the map safely. Mostly safely, because the enemy is very well fed right now. Like, we're 8 and 20, okay? They have a 6k souls lead, though. Only 6k. I think we're doing our part. I think we're doing it okay. And yeah, there's my team dead. You know, making no money. And yeah, they're pushing into green. That's fine. Because, you know, at some point we will defend the base. But right now, you know, we're alright. We're just farming. So let's go get our point blank, and then we get the next two items. Though we won't. At this point we have to defend the base because they're in it. All right. But yeah, that's just how this goes. You know, if the enemy tries to push for an early victory, it doesn't allow us to farm. I'm at 24k. I'm matching the enemy 7, right? So again, what we're gonna do if they're still in the base, we just drop on them with our ult and we mash our buttons and we hold left click, and that usually wins the fights. But if we encounter any of these like lesser farmed creatures, like if we encounter Dynamo and Shiv and even their Haze, they're all underfarmed. We kill them in a 1v1. We win the fight immediately because we've been resilient and we've been farming. So this is why we farm. And we're going to continue to farm until we have a power, you know, until we have our build, essentially, right? Go ahead and do a charge punch, kill those two. Alright, so we can do the mid jungle here, which is not big risk, because we, again, look at our stamina. We have so much stamina. There's Dynamo pelting us. Whoop-de-doo, Dynamo. You gonna do something about it, Buster? Oh, he ain't gonna do shit. Alright, there we go. Kill that one, kill that one. Go ahead and grab jars. Maybe there's buffs in here. Now, again, the Wraith is farmed, and so is the 7, but it looks like they're having a fight over here. I might go to that. Because there is a 7. There's the Dynamo. He's kind of rolling away. So there we go. We're going to just candle our buttons on him. He's going to try to stamina away. And yeah, so he is a Dynamo, but he ain't getting away. Like, we just win this. Now, he's forced to ult or he dies. So that's good, as long as his team doesn't show up. So that's a free kill. And again, there's 3 of us, so what? And now we just go in. Which I didn't really, yeah, we just run at them and they're dead. That's a free jungle for whoever grabbed that. And then my ult doesn't last long because I don't have the superior duration yet. But again, we can just clean this up very easily. The Shiv is gone. The Shiv bolted. He's like, nah, I don't want that smoke. But I want their jungle, so I'm going to go ahead and just blow items and jungle as quick as possible. Get their jars. Get any kind of perma buffs that I can. Go ahead and smash this. Plus 3 spirit. Alright, good stuff. There is... Okay, if I jungle, the Wraith can hear me. So that's not good. Also, I don't want to 1v1 the Wraith right now because I don't have my cooldowns. So we're gonna ride the rails. Looks like she's in blue lane. I can push here. I can just split push into their towers. And yes, I know that there's still 2 more walkers up, but I'm not in a walker lane. That's fine because we can still take these towers. Unless they're backing right now. They could be backing right now. There's 3 on the map. Okay, never mind. No. Well, there's the Haze. Oh no, hey. Okay. This is trouble. I'm gonna get the tower anyway, though. And let's do some evasive maneuvers here. I don't have Surge of Power yet. I'm just used to it. So we're gonna whip around the corners. There we go. I do have my ultimate if they keep following me. It looks like they didn't. So they didn't have the stamina to follow. Good stuff. And my farm is decent. I can cut through mid here and start... No, okay, I'm still being pursued, it looks like. But I have my 2, so that's a run speed. There we go. We're just gonna keep running. And we're still being pursued by... Is that the Wraith? I guess I'm gonna end up... Yeah, there's a 7 who turned around. Someone's in a Discord call. And this is a defensive ult. Let's see what happens. Probably nothing, but, well, no, they just... I think they're just dead, actually. Okay. Well, that worked out for me. I should have died to that. The 7 bolted, though. The 7 pushed out. The 7 got pretty low health. I don't know how. Is he not building tanky? How did that 7 melt so fast? I wonder. Dude, yeah, he has no tankiness. Oh, this is a squishy 7. So we basically win. Okay. Now we know. Like, what the hell? Why did that 7 just die? Like, he didn't die, but why did he just melt like that? Anyway, so yeah, you can see that defensive ult for the win. It did give us bullet resist while we channel. And, yeah, we can continue now to do the big jungles here, because that's where the money's at. And, yeah, so we know 7's not a threat. That's funny. Unless he just hasn't bought yet, there is a chance that he's been holding on to all of his souls for some stupid reason, which players tend to do sometimes. Because they get a little confident that they're never gonna die, and then they end up dying, and oops, you dropped 1,000 souls because you've been jungling too hard or something. And yeah, I have ult in 10 seconds, so we can definitely join this team fight. Vindicta's in purple lane, running for her life. Alright. Alright. Yeah, let's get in this. Alright. Here we go. I'm going after the 7. Oh, he's got warp stone. Whoop-de-doo. You have to ult me, by the way, or you die. Like, you have to ult me, Dynamo, and he didn't. So there you go. That's one of their top farmers just dead, 100-0. It's again, it only gets easier from here, guys. I literally I'm at 33k, so I'm the top farmer on the whole map. Like, no one can challenge me. I'm gonna push yellow, do that big jungle camp, because again, we have the items for that. We have the stamina to zip around. And we don't even have... Yeah, we have fortitude, so... if we do engage and disengage, we just run around safe for like 10 seconds, start heal... We just heal back up again. I'm gonna push this lane a bit. There is a jungle in here I would like to get. So there we go. Look how fast we jungle now. Okay? There's a reason I have you buy these specific items. Because it lets you jungle insanely fast, which lets you snowball and scale like crazy. Okay? And even though just auto-attacking these isn't the fastest, it's still pretty damn good, okay? And yes, I know that they're piling up again, but hey, our ultimate's in 10 seconds, and we have our next buys. So, look at this. Like, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna buy, and then I'm gonna engage. I'm gonna go boom, boom, right? We still don't have our main buys, but that's fine, alright? Because watch, like, oh no. Hello, 1v3 here? And you have to ult or you're dead? Okay, maybe not. Look at that, I forced 1v3. 3 of them had to back. Alright, so without the dynamo, they would have died. That dynamo saved their buttholes, okay? And let's see if the Lash can do anything here, maybe. They do have an Ivy that should be running heals, which, no, she's not. It's still annoying, though. But hey, we go back to farming. We don't piddle around and twiddle our thumbs in that team fight. We just go back to farming, okay? Because we have items to buy, and when we have escalating exposure and we have Mystic Reverb, they can't run anymore. Now, the Dynamo, being Dynamo, can save people. That is what Dynamo does. That's what he's supposed to do. That's his role. But yeah. So we're nearly fully upgraded, you can see. We have like everything except Binding Word fully upgraded. And it only needs 5 more, and we're only 30 minutes in, right? I would like to say I'm normally more far. I normally have 40k by 30 minutes, but I'm at 37k. I told you. All right, look at the enemy team. Their biggest farm has 30k. Well, we have 38k. Look at it, right? We're about to make a huge turnaround and carry for this team, as long as they don't keep dying in stupid team fights, right? And look how fast we jungle and how many perma buffs we're collecting around the map. All right, it's literally over for the enemy. Now, right now, my team is like, they're doing stupid shit in green lane, and I have to go save them because they should be farming and stuff. And I don't really have a good angle here to jump on them. Okay, this is a good angle. I like this angle. Let's go. So here we go. We're jumping in. And we're just going to kill Shiv. Hello, Shiv. Well, we killed one and wounded the others. Now, hopefully, you would think my team would maybe capitalize on this or something. And yes, I'm stuck reloading, and I'm getting ulted by Dynamo, and no one's gonna capitalize on. I'm the tank anyway. Oh, okay, Dynamo, so you're basically dead at this point. We're gonna grab, try to grab. We got slowing bullets. Where did he go? Did he go in here? I think he gave me the slip. I wasn't. Oh yeah, okay, whatever. I guess I'll just catch him then. So again, we're just really hard to kill. We deal tons of damage. And every single fight's going to be like that. Now, I have Fortitude, so as long as I don't take damage, I will regenerate all of this health, as you can see right now, which lets me get back into a fight without having to go full back. So that's our next buy. Escalating exposure is huge. Oh, hello. So, again, we just piano our buttons. She's going to stun me, and, again, Ivy has a lot of stamina, right? But we just push our buttons, she melts, she dies. What is this? I don't know what this is, but we're just gonna hit her with the flask. Okay, she hurts me. I don't have any cooldowns. Let's do a little bit of running and dodging and around the cornering. Does she follow? She follows. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Yeah, you shouldn't have followed. You shouldn't have followed. You're dead. Dynamo doesn't have ult. I know because I play Dynamo, so I know his timings. And again, he's dead. This is this will never end. This is the game from now on. This is their life. It's literally over for them, like I told you it would be, even though I had the most horrible start and laning phase, and so did my entire team. This is what Warden is all about. You are the law. I am the law, right? It's up to you to clean these streets, right? So we're going to push 2, we're going to push 1 for Surge of Power, and look at us, we're running at 18 movement speed a second. We can go right over here to yellow lane, clean this bad boy up. Look at all of this free farm that no one on our team is going to get, and again, this is the game. This is the rest of the game. Is we're just gonna hyper farm up and get our next items. And I normally have this stuff by 30 minutes. It's 34 minutes now, so I'm still behind. But hey, we're 5-2, and again, the enemy's derping around blue lane. We can push this. I can push into their base if I wanted at this point, but I'm just gonna do their jungles and. Go ahead. That store was called Coffee House, and it reminded me of Waffle House. Man, I love Waffle House. I wish there was a good one around me. I wish I could afford it. Oh, man. Okay, so we have our next buy, and that is Mystic Reverb. So I'm going to boost back home and get that immediately. Mystic Reverb is so good. It's amazing. It gives us more resist, too. Makes it harder to kill. I gotta love it. Alright, Mystic Reverb. And we're going to put this on Last Stand. There we go. So now, again, there's another team fight in green lane just in time for us to jump in and save the day. Possibly. Let's see what happens. Let's go. Here we are. We're ulting. And we're behind. And goodbye, Haze. And, okay, I don't think I killed anyone there. But I did a lot of damage. And, yes, they're shooting the shit out of me. But we managed to back out. I got my final upgrade. Alright, let's throw a flask, see where it lands. Okay, not beyond the wall. Alright, well, we didn't kill anyone there, but we did. Okay, he's warping in and stunning me. That's fine, because I'm just going to schwip around the corner. Not a big deal. I'm going to use the shrine to heal. My ult's up in 50 seconds. Now, without ult, we can still punish. We can still do a lot, okay? So let's get behind them. And, again, we're just throwing everything we got at the Ivy here, and she's dead. There we go. That's not too hard. Because, did this 7 ever build tanky yet? We gotta check that. And again, if you're playing defense, it's free farm, okay? He did not. He's still not tanky. What the hell are you doing, brother? Can I chase this? I think I get this. No, maybe not. Let's see if he rails. Jump on the rail. Oh, no. There's a Shiv here? Hello, Shiv. You don't want to fight? You want to fight, Shiv? Why do they all have warp stone? Oh no, you stunned me and I line of sighted you. Cool. Real good, right? I have ult again, so I'm not gonna lead the charge. I like to jump in from the sky and ult in, which yeah, okay. Let's go back to farming right now. We're just dicking around. We got Torment Pulse to buy. That's a very important one. Also mid buffs. Looks like the Lash got it. Oh, there's a Wraith in the purple lane. But we're gonna get the jungle. Oh, see her? She just card teleported away. I just saw her this way. No, no, she teleported forward. Oops. Oops. Hello, Wraith. Hello. What are you doing? Where are you going? Where the hell did she... Oh, there she is. Can we grab her? I have no stamina because I spent all my stamina. Okay, she's just dead. I'm gonna yoink this while they're lifted. Even though I don't really deserve that. Oh well, whatever. It's my farm. I got it. It's mine. I have 51k at 36 minutes, by the way. I just want to let you know. Most pro gamers, they have about 40k around 30 minutes, or this time-ish, maybe. I'm still a little behind. I could be wrong on that assessment, but whatever. We can jungle so fast now, by the way. There we go. Get our damn items. And yes, the lanes need to be farmed and pushed. I don't need to be team fighting right now. Torment Pulse. Now, I'm going to sell Cold Front because I don't have the flex slots, unfortunately. I still don't have the flex slots for Spirit Armor, so I can't buy that one either, which sucks. Gotta do objectives. There's still Spirit Walker up in the green lane here. Gotta push it. They're doing Urn, which I could probably catch. Look how fast I run and Furnace, where are you going? Why is he taking the long way? I don't know why he took the long way, but we can definitely, like... Yeah. We can definitely bully them now. Like... Oh, man. Why is that creep? Why is there a creep in the middle? That gave away my position. Oh, well. You know, I might die, so I don't want to jungle, but I'm gonna... It looks like I just get this for free. This haze for free. Free haze? I will always take a free haze. Oh, I just... hit her with the jar, hit her with my spells, and that's gonna lower her damage a bit. Now, we have to back out, because I don't have any of my cooldowns, and she's backing out too. So, we had a little scuffle. What are you doing, Look down here. There's a Shiv. Shiv's trying to make plays by running around. Again, I still don't have a flex slot for Spirit Armor, so my tankiness with Spirit Resist is not where I want it to be. But that's okay, we just keep buying the other stuff. Okay. We'll get that flex slot eventually. Alright, looks like my team is nice at learning how to back and then go farm, so that's good. Also, there's an Ivy that's out of position. Maybe I get her? Let's try to get her. We don't want to use too much stamina here. Did she run this way? Where did she go? I don't know where she went. So let's just do the jungle real quick. I hear... Oh, there she is. Yeah, let's get her. And I missed that Flask hard. That's fine. She's gonna do everything she can to get away. I'm actually being focused by a lot of enemies here, so again, we engage and we're gonna back out. We're gonna let our Fortitude do its job. And my team is gonna capitalize on me catching her, maybe? There we go. Good job. Now, the bigger threat is on the left side. They're gonna have to deal with that on their own, because I'm gonna try to get this damn Spirit Walker down, because I want the Spirit Walker dead for my flex slot. There we go, we got it. Alright, we're gonna ult this. Where'd she go? There, she's teleporting. I'm stunned. Who is this? Who is shooting me? I don't know. I can't see through the veil. So unfortunately, let's grab her. Let's get her. Hit her with the Flask. Got her. Alright, cool. Easy. Alright, and now we have our next buy. Yeah, so improved Spirit Armor. That's our next flex slot, and then Ballast Spirit is soon. Very soon. It's so soon that I don't need armor to jungle, so I'm just going to do the jungle instead. And again, we're just going to stand in the middle, let our Torment Pulse bounce around. When we get low ammo, we'll just crack a glass over this dude's face. And yeah, good stuff. Boom. Spirit Urn. Now look at the farm. We're ahead in souls. We're still behind on kills. I'm at 59k. The biggest enemy threat is 42k. It's not even close at this point. I walk all over anyone I want. Alright? Especially with my improved takiness here. So it looks like green lane's about to have another fight, and the 7's gonna join that fight. I'm not gonna be able to make it. Blue lane has Ivy. I'm sick of killing Ivy. Ivy's not a threat. She's just kind of annoying, especially since she's not playing late game support. Like, she's not gonna heal anybody, so what's her point of existing, right? Like, her DPS is 667. Holy shit. That's a bullet carry. My DPS is 522. Haze is 300 DPS. So, yeah. Okay, so Ivy's a little bullet carry girl, I guess. They're really your bullet carry, which is fine. I'm not afraid of no bullet carries. She has no, like, steroid, though. It's such a dumb... It's a meme build, but it's still fun, I guess. As long as the Ivy's having fun, it is what it is, but it's not very threatening, okay? A 600 DPS Haze is way scarier due to the nature of the scaling of the character and how their abilities interact with bullet damage. But yeah, we're just gonna get our Boundless Spirit. And we normally have this around 30-ish minutes, but whatever. I mean, I'm only 8 and 2, I guess. So.
I see Wraith.
And yes, I could technically solo whatchamacallit, mid-boss? It's slow though. We're not a bullet carry, so we don't solo mid-boss fast. Not as fast as other characters. But it is doable. Hello, 7, who does no damage to me at all with that. I'm just gonna grab the gun buff. And I'm gonna use their secret shop to just get my Boundless Spirit. There we go. I don't even need to do that side jungle anymore, because I can just go down here. Boundless. Yes, hello, Lash. You're on my team. Why did he do that? Alright, we need our last flex slot for superior duration. So, we just have to kill their shrines. Which means I have to win team fights now, so I'm basically forced to stop farming. Yep, here it comes. Hello, Haze. You're not who I want, though. I want these big boys in the back. These backline boys. Alright. Yes, you're lifting me up and you're lifting your team. And that sucks. Whatever. And I'm getting sleep and shot by their carries. Now it's time to back up. I'm the tank. I absorbed the damage I needed to. I did what I needed to. It's time to back up and let Fortitude do its thing while I go split push. We're going to surge of power so we run faster. And then we're going to push 2 as soon as it's up and run faster. And there we go. Now we can push yellow lane. Hopefully our team does their due diligence. And yes, I could stay, but it's not beneficial for me to stay with like barely any cooldowns. We did our part. You know, we engaged. Hopefully we got the Ivy, I guess. And we lost our Yamato. Alright, so I got some cooldowns. My health is back up. My shields are up in 9 seconds for bullets. I don't have ult though. It looks like my team's on the run here. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of, you know, the Dynamo has no ult, so we don't need to fear Dynamo anymore. Dynamo's going in. Look at him go. Let's see what I can do to her. She's getting protected by the damn. Oh no, she teleported. That's fine. I have stamina, and you don't. So, how did the Lash got the last hit on that? Oh, hello, Haze, who's just dead. Haze, who is just dead. That's her tombstone. The Dynamo has nothing. Like, but I'm gonna ult anyway because I'm a greedy man, and I want to wipe him out. So he's gonna teleport. We're gonna grab. We're gonna throw flasks. Again, we're just gonna shoot him. And Dynamo can be. Where did he? Damn it! They're so evasive. They're so elusive, man. He warped. Huh? I don't know. I'm not awake enough to track these people with their damn warp stones, but he warp stoned somewhere, and let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can do anything. It's resistant. Ooh. Bugger all. Again, I don't want to stand in any bullet carries with no abilities. Let's just throw a flask out, see what happens. We knocked him off the rails? Alright. I have no stamina. This is not good. I don't have any major cooldowns. And I'm not a long-range fighter. I'm not doing much here. I need to go push a lane for a bit, come back. I'm shooting at turrets that are clearly on my team. I am not awake, by the way. Again, this does nothing. Like doing this, I need to be closer. Let's get some height. We have ult in 10 seconds, so. And there we go. We're just stacking that escalating exposure. Hello, Haze. Are you wanting to fight? You know you die, right? You know you just die, right? Let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah, you're just dead. So see ya. Hello, Dynamo. I'm reloaded now, by the way. Okay, I'm stunned. I'm about to get knocked down here. There we go. Again, we're just gonna whip around the corner, use all of that stamina that we built up the whole game, and try to return fire here. And okay, so I'm dead. But I've dealt so much damage to them, right? And that was a. Alright, looks like spirit damage has got me there. And yeah, so that's our third death, not a big deal. We still don't have superior duration. We can start buying into these if we want. God, Warden, you're so fast. That's the point, right? Yeah, I wasn't fast enough. I didn't mash my skills hard enough. If we had willpower, you know, up, then we could negate a bunch of that damage, but... Oh, he ulted me and executed me, so I didn't even die from raw damage. I died from the execute. But yeah, we can get rid of Alchemical Flask for Frenzy now. You can tell at this point in the game we need it, right? So there we go. But again, still no 4th flex slot. Superior duration is fine. Lucky Shot's next. That's gonna give us more damage, so we can actually just hold left click and kill things. The Dynamo is not tanky for some reason. It's got a lot of health though. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Ivy's tanky. Wraith is spirit tanky. And so is the, Okay, so they're a little bit spirit tanky, but hey, I'm up in 6 seconds. I can zip right down green lane and clean this up. Watch how I do this. Okay? We're just gonna zip right, we're gonna speed boost right down green lane. I'm zipline boosting. There we go. And we're just gonna jump right onto the enemies, wherever they are. Which I don't know where they're at. Oh, they're down. Everyone's like scattered down here. Weird. Here. He warped to me? Okay, we want to whip around the corner and have them follow me. Okay. Are they like really audibly perceptive or something? Why are they able to hear this every time? Also, these damn warp stones. I'm getting lifted, so I'm just gonna back up a bit and let it chase me. There we go. I'm line of sighted all of that. Blue lane really needs to be cleansed. Instead of us chasing these guys around, but they're all super elusive with those warp stones, man. It's throwing me off. I'm too asleep to like do anything. All right, he's warping people, and I'm sitting there trying to claw him. All right, yes, Ivy, you're the tank of the team, Ivy. Apparently, let's reload. There we go. Boom. Boom. There we go. Let's get in there. They have 2 dead. They have 2 bullet carries that are dead, right? And again, we're just gonna walk in and start shooting, start blasting. She's gonna turn around. Again, we're shooting their tank right now. We don't want to be doing that. I want to kill the shrines. There we go. Now I'm taking a lot of damage. It's time for me to do a little bit of evasion here and heal up, which I can't do if the minions are shooting me, right? Alright, so again, we just want Fortitude to trigger. And we can kill the tower here. So, let's get back in there. We have full stamina. Oh, there's a Shiv just jumping around. I want that 7. I want the 7. That's who I want. And he's gonna stun me and do this little warp stone crap, and he's dead. We killed him from the air. Let's get the last shrine. Boom. Now I have that flex slot. Also, is my team dead? My team's retreating. They're backing a bit, so I'm gonna back a bit too. And again, let's just go get our damn item. Superior duration. All right, lucky. Now we could sell and get lucky shot. I want my 4th flex slot. I absolutely want that. Superior duration. We're putting down a last stand. Let's push yellow lane a bit, and then we'll get lucky shot. I mean, look at this. Look at this lane right here. It's just money, right? And we could do mid boss. We could push more. I'm just gonna keep the lanes pushed because that makes team fighting way easier, especially when I can jump on the rails and enter the fight that way. But yeah, it's you know, I have ult up in 27 seconds, and because I run so fast, I can really stretch out the color of the lane here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and start running towards the enemy team fight. Look how fast I run. I'm at 19 movement speed a second right now. It's nuts. And we can just kind of glide around the map. I don't want to use too much stamina though. I just want to make sure that I have a height advantage when I engage them. Right? And it looks like some people are dying. Right, so again, we're just gonna ult here. Hello, Shiv. Hello. And you're dead. You're dead. Yes, you're dead. But am I dead? Because I'm getting full focused here right now, and I did not have full stamina. And again, we surged to powered, we pushed 2, we ran the hell away, and we managed to, you know, escape so we can re-engage. But right now we have Infernus and Vindicta. Push the lane, get it pushing. And we just want to kind of stay safe at the moment, let our cooldowns regenerate. and they're gonna be, you know, throwing bullets in our faces here. But we're tanky as hell. We just gotta make sure our allies survive. Again, I'm just gonna lob some Flask. I'm getting stunned, chain stunned. We're gonna push 2, get that spirit shield, and they're pushing in very aggressively here. But 30 seconds, I have my ult. Now I can't 1v5 them. Just be aware, I can't. That's not something I can do, right? And okay, so they're gonna. I don't have much reinforcements here, right? Okay, do we get at least the haze? I am disarmed. Okay, I'm about to get stunned. I'm gonna go ahead and push 2 for that spirit shield. There we go. I got 8 seconds, but they're gonna focus that patron really hard. And I don't have ult, so nothing I can do here. Oh, jeez. All right. So yeah, that's a loss. But you can see. I just want you to see. I'm at 76k farm with 11 kills. I'm super tanky. And if my team didn't die there, well, I mean, look, I got all the top everything. Most kills, most souls, most player damage. All right, so even though, yes, we did lose, this build slaps hard, and I didn't even get to buy Lucky Shot. And again, if I had my ult just like 5 or 10 seconds sooner, then I could have made some plays here and took some of these dudes down, disrupted them, and so on and so forth. And you can see I'm really hard to kill, even though I made a lot of mistakes. This is, again, no warm-ups. This is like once I'm warmed up, like you snowball like crazy. I did absolutely terrible at the start of the lane phase, and even the early game I was behind. But you can see I surged ahead with this build. I can just chase down people. Unfortunately, I didn't get to show a lot of that because this team just kind of balled up and roamed around the map and ate my team over and over and over again. And you can see here that, you know, when you have really bad teammates or okay teammates, they're like super behind on farm. Like every single person's behind on farm. They should at least be 52,000 or higher, unfortunately, especially in Furnace. And Furnace should be making 2,000 souls a minute with how fast he can run around and delete stuff. But it is what it is. You can only do so much. And I hope you have a lot of fun with this build. And I want you to know that this build slaps so hard. But yeah, if I can catch a lot of people out in their jungle, like, alone, well, I just drop on them, ult them, they're dead. 100%. You can just control the map. But this team did not give me a, like, this is clearly a pre-made in Discord. Especially, remember when the 7 180'd to fight me, even though I wasn't visible on the map? That's because someone was shouting at him in Discord to turn around and fight me. So it's very clear that these guys are pre-made. And I can go look up these dudes right now, look up their Steam accounts, and literally show you that they're a pre-made if I care. But anyway, that's the video. Please leave a comment. I read every comment. I have no life. Click the video on the right side of your screen, and if you don't, the next time you go randomly drive around in the rain, your windshield wiper is going to fly off and you'll be blind due to the rain. Yes, very dangerous. So make sure you click that video so it doesn't happen to you.